Olá, seja bem-vindo ao XamasConet, Congresso Internacional de Xamanismo na internet. Agora você assistirá a palestra Xamanismo Africano, tema da palestra com Elebuibon, Ogunbiyi, um jovem sacerdote de Ifá, Ozogbol, da Nigéria, que hoje caminha na boa estrada azul do espírito, no mundo espiritual. Ogunbiyi foi o fundador do templo Ilê Barapetu, que está em muitos países como a Nigéria, Estados Unidos e Equador. Realizou diversas visitas a outros países para ensinar e compartilhar o conhecimento sobre a religião tradicional Yorubá. Lembre-se, papel e caneta na mão, tablet ou celular para fazer suas anotações. Aproveite também e se inscreva em nosso canal, curta e compartilhe o link deste vídeo com seus amigos. Esta é uma das formas de você apoiar positivamente este projeto. Fique agora com a fala inspiradora de Ogunbiyi, que as melhores energias cheguem até você.
XamasConet, primeiro Congresso Internacional de Xamanismo na internet. Arrou, Metacuye Oiassim, por todas as nossas relações.
Yálóde owó làbí o òrìṣà tá a bá ṣe tiẹ̀ kó sì ṣe tẹ́ni ìyá ara òde epo ọ̀rẹ́gẹ́ ara òde ọ̀fà. Greetings everybody. My name is Ogunbiyi Elebuibon. I'm from Osogbo, Nigeria. Yeah, I was born into the Yoruba traditional religion. My father, Chief Priest Ifeanyi Elebuibon, the Araba of Osogbo, who is very famous in the subject when talking about Orisha in the world. Well, the title Araba of Osogbo, he holds the power and he is the head of all Ifa devotee in the city of Osogbo. Well, growing up with him makes me have a lot of knowledge and understanding about the Orisha and Ifa. Orunmila, who is also one of the Orisha, sent by Olodumare to create the earth and the human being and to help them in their difficult times, in times of problems. The power, the force that he holds and used as power is Ifa. Ifa is a form of divination. Now, there's many people in the world who use this form of divination to consult, to know about issues, and also to help people. And also Ifa is day-to-day life of Babalawo, Yanifa, and all Onifa in general in Nigeria, also in the diaspora. Onifa are the people who worship and serve Ifa, who have faith, strong faith in Ifa. And Olorisha, everybody who is in Yoruba traditional religion are Olorisha. Ifa works in so many different ways, and also as the Orisha as well. The Babalawo, who are the male priests of Ifa, are the one who control most of the parts. We have parts of the female as well, which is Yanifa. Yanifa are the female priest of Ifa. Babalawo has a lot of work to do when talking about the ancient time of the Yoruba people in Nigeria. They are the one who serves as the doctor, as the priest, and also as consultant to many important people, like the kings of the ancient Yoruba time. How Ifa works, how the force of Ifa works. People consult Ifa not when they are in problem, because of life always brings strange things, and also everybody cannot be satisfied. There's always time of need when you need something. So people consult Ifa to know more about issues because they believe Ifa is the Orisha that knows today, tomorrow, and the future. So growing up with my father, there is always, every day is like a festival in our house. There will be a lot of people who wants to consult Ifa with him, and I'll be present there with my brothers and sister, watching him, how he perform the divination for these people. And many people always come back to thank him, to appreciate his help in their life. Now in Nigeria, he's very famous with the wonderful works he has been doing. Now we are also following the same track, going all around the world to teach about Ifa. Ifa itself, a Babalawo who will be able to consult Ifa and will be able to interpret what Ifa is saying must have memorized at least four verses from the Odu Ifa. We have 256 Odu Ifa. Inside each Odu Ifa we have so many verses, but at least a Babalawo should be able to chant 4 verses from each Odu Ifa. These verses are known as Ese Ifa. They are like stories, history that has happened before in the world. And we believe that all these things always happen again. So the solution in that story is the same solution which will be performed for the present person who is doing the consultation. Most time it always ends up with sacrifice. When talking about sacrifice, it could be animal, it could be fruit, it could be plant, it could be money. There is different type of sacrifice in Yoruba traditional religion. Now we have Ifa everywhere in the world. We have Ifa in Cuba, we have Ifa in the United States, we have Ifa in Brazil, which is now helping the growth of the religion, and also is causing confusion among the people, because now we have people with different type of culture trying to practice or trying to worship one Orisha. Then it's getting mixed up. But many people are trying to help this, to create more, to enlighten people about Ifa and how Ifa works. Each Orisha has something they do with Ifa, because we have many Orisha, and Ifa, or Orunmila, is at the center. Even all Orisha consult Ifa as well, to know about issues, to know about their day-to-day life. Ifa is like the Orisha that holds the knowledge for every other Orisha. You can be a devotee, you can be a child, you can be a devotee of one Orisha, like Ogun, Oshun, Shango, but still, you still need the force of Ifa in whatever you do, because Ifa is the one who holds the knowledge. There's so many forms of divination in Yoruba traditional religion, like Erindilogun, which is the 16 cowries that the Babalorishas and Iyalorisha consult. But it's not as full as Ifa divination. Ifa divination is the one that holds most of the power and well respected in Yoruba land. When talking about how Orisha related, how they work with Ifa, well, most times when someone consults Ifa, they will ask if ebo, sacrifice, is a loan to cure the problem, or the person will need to make offering to another Orisha. If I say yes, the person needs to make an offering to another Orisha, then they'll start asking if it's Ogun, if it's Egungun, if it's Oshun, if it's Obatala. If I say yes, this Orisha this person needs to make offering to that Orisha. And that is one of the ways Ifa works with all other Orisha. And there's so many of the Ifa, so many verses that speaks how I remember I was friend with so many other Orisha, and they all work together to bring peace to the world. In Oshogbo, there is a strong presence of Orisha in Oshogbo. We have so many shrines of different Orisha, and every month of the year there is one festival for one Orisha. The most popular one is Oshun Festival, which is always in August. And we have so many other festivals as well. Ifa Festival as well in Oshogbo is famous and popular. Well, to the Yoruba people of Nigeria, how the world, the earth was created. God, Olodumare, is the one who created the Orisha to create the world, to create the earth, and the woman being in it. But it's the one that puts the ashe, the power, for the human being to be able to speak, walk. But the Orisha is the one who moves the woman body for Olodumare. And then they all came to earth. We have Ogun, Obatala, Shango, Ososi, and many more. They came to earth and they started living with the woman being. And later they went back to the earth. And since then, people has been worshiping them, consulting them in time of need. And this is the day-to-day life of the Yoruba people when talking about spirituality. And we believe that it is the step of the Orishas that we are following. The way they lay everything down for us is the way we have been doing it, which has been working, you know. It has been working, and we feel them through spirit, through blessings, through many other things. And we know they are real and responding to our prayers. And when talking about Olodumare, Olodumare is God, you know, what the Western people will call God. But to us Yoruba, it's known as Olodumare, or Olorun, who we worship through the Orishas. Every human being has different destiny, has chosen different destiny from Olodumare. Some people are meant to be a priest, some people are not meant to be. You know, so we worship different Orishas, but we all have the same faith and believe in the same thing, in the same system. Even though if that the cities in Yoruba land worship a little bit different from each other, but there's a lot of things that are the same that we do together. Like we do festivals together, we share knowledge together, and this is how we've been doing it in Nigeria. And now the diaspora is also working with us to have the same set of belief on our subjects, on our ideas, you know, on our point of views. Initiation in Yoruba traditional religion Well, most of the Orisha has different rules when you are talking about getting initiated into them. Ifa initiation is always 3 days. They use 3 days in the Igbodu, and in some city they do it in their shrine or wherever the ceremony has to be done. But Ifa initiation is 3 days, or Oshun initiation is 3 days, and others Orisha has as well. In some city it can be different, but when I'm talking about the city of Oshogbo. Most of the initiation, I would say all the initiation is 3 days. Well, this 3-day process is like a rebirth process where you give birth to yourself again. You drop the negativities and start to live a positive life, where you get orientation, you get a lot of things from whoever is initiating you. Whoever initiated you, if it's your Oluwo. Oluwo is the person who will guide you and teach you what you have to know about the initiation. Most of the rituals in initiation are secret, are not to be told, after your initiation, and you won't know a lot about it even before your initiation, but you'll be able to experience it. It's a very strong and big ceremony for whoever has the opportunity to be initiated to one Orisha, and it's also an opportunity. Marriage in Yoruba traditional religion. Well, in the olden days in Yoruba land, the parents are the one who choose wife for the husband or husband for the wife, But now everything has changed. Once you have someone you want to marry, that you have been seeing each other, you introduce the person to your family formally, and it will become official. Well, the marriage ceremony is the most important part, It depends on the Orisha that rules the family. If it's Ogun, they have the way the Ogun devotee marry each other. If it's Shago, they have the way they do that as well. Every family has their own personal rituals they do to join people together in Yoruba land. It's called Igbeyawo. It is called Ileku. Ileku is the funeral ceremony of a priest or priestess in Yoruba traditional religion. Ileku is a very big ceremony. When a priest or someone who has Orisha, who is initiated into one Orisha, is dead, there should be a ceremony called Ileku. Well, for the Ogun devotee, it's called Ishikpa Ode, where they will pay the last respect to the hunter or the Ogun priest who has come. It is almost, in some places, it's 7 days, where the priest and priestesses will go to the house of this priest to remove the ashe from the priesthood, because we believe that when you go during the initiation ceremony, you will receive an ashe on your head, and when you pass away, other priests need to remove this ashe from the head of the priest, and this ceremony is what they do, where they will have to do these rituals, some in the night, some in the day. They will do this ritual to remove the ashe from the head of the devotee. It's a very strong ceremony, and most priest and priestess doesn't pray of this kind of ceremony mostly, but it has to happen anyways, but it's not a very famous ceremony because death is not something everybody wishes to see all the time. When everything seems like ending, you know, most of the people in the world has this problem when they are confused about life, when everything is not making sense. In Yoruba land, when this type of thing occur, you need to consult Ifa. We consult the Orisha to know more about it, the cause and the solution of this problem, you know. And then a sacrifice will be prescribed. And once this sacrifice is done, we believe there will be a positive change in the life of the person. Songs, music are used to invoke the Orisha, to invoke them, to ask for their presence in whichever ritual or ceremony is going on. We believe once we start singing for them, playing drum for them, they will join us in the ceremony. And we can feel their presence in different kind of ways, like they possess people, and people get possessed by the Orisha. This is one of the way we know that the Orisha are here with us. So the music plays a very strong role in ceremonies. And most of the Ifa fasts as well always end up with music. It's like something is part of the rituals as well. The music also has power. They have the way they help in the rituals and ceremonies. We have so many drums, you know, and some Orishas, you know, choose their own drum. For example, Shango likes Bata, and Obatala likes Igbi. And also we have Ifa, the Babalawo, they dance to every type of drums. They could dance to Bata, and they have Agogo as well. Agogo is one of the Babalawo's tools that they use to sing or perform whenever they are doing ceremonies or performing their sacred rituals. These are the drums that we have. We have the Ogboni people. The Ogboni society also have Agba. Agba is the drum they beat at the Iledi. Iledi is where the Ogboni people gather together to do their meetings and their ceremonies as well. So the drums are used to evoke the Orisha as well, because the drums in Yoruba land speaks. They use them to talk, to invoke the Orisha. Babalawo are not the only priest in the Yoruba religion that makes medicine or use medicine. Other priests as well has the power to make medicine. Once you have the knowledge about it, you can make it, and it's going to work. Once the medicine is you have the right information about the medicine. They use some medicine to heal, you know, to cure serious illness, you know. And there's some medicine to harm as well, you know. They use medicine to harm. Well, anybody can do this, but according to our knowledge, if you are doing bad medicine, bad forces will be all around you as well. So it's better when you focus more on the good medicine to cure people, to help yourself, to help others. The bad medicine, which is what many people in the world try to look about, to study about, works in different ways, work with the spirit, and is used to harm people in serious ways. And the Yoruba people of Nigeria don't joke with that. The learning never stop, you know. You keep learning because the tradition is so wide and big. You keep learning and learning every day, you know. And I'm still learning with my father every day to know more about the tradition. Like I told you before, to be a very good Babalawo, you must be able to chant at least 4 or 6 verses from each Odu Ifa, and we have 256 Odu Ifa. So to memorize these verses is not an easy task. So this is one of the things you'll be learning. How to perform rituals and ceremonies as well. You keep learning about it, Though there will be a time when you will know that at least you have enough knowledge to do many things on your own, but still, you still need people all around you to help you perform all the ceremonies. The learning never stops. Even with the Babalorishas and the Yalorishas as well, they have their own form of divination, which is Erindilogun. They have 16 Odu, I guess, and there's so many verses under each Odu as well, which the student, the apprentice, has to learn before he could become a good Babalorisha or Iyalorisha. And the Orikis as well, the praise name of every Orisha is very important, because when you want to make offering to them, you need to invoke them with their Oriki, with your melody voice. You need to invoke them with this Oriki, so that they will answer your prayer, or they will be present, at the ceremony place, at the shrine, or wherever you are doing the ceremony. Yeah, to everybody in the world, I want us to understand that the Orisha are not devil. They are deities. They are our own messenger to Olodumare, the way we send our wishes and the way we experience our own spirituality, the way we take care of ourselves, the way we live our own life is through the Orisha. And you need to move close to learn before you can criticize, before you can say this is not good, before you can say this is evil. You need to move close and learn. You cannot stay far and learn something. You need to move close to know better about this tradition and this religion of ours. My message to everybody is that the Orisha are real, and they are responding to prayer, and they are there for us anytime we need them. Ifá ní ogbe kárelé ọmọ ọ̀sìn, ogbe kárelé ọmọ ọ̀rà, ogbe kárelé ọmọ ògúnlẹ̀lẹ̀ alẹ́dé, ọmọ òsùnkún yán, ọmọ òsùnkún ọkà, ẹkùn oyè lọmọ ń sun, ìgbà oyè mọ́ ní tété ìtété, òrìṣà oyè mọ́ ní gẹ̀gẹ̀ àgẹ̀gẹ̀, adífá fún ìlú Gbèǹká tí sọmọ àràbà, ìlú Gbèǹká ó dé ọmọ àràbà, ìjọ tí Ifá ó gbé ni a kì í mọ̀. That means that the day Ifá will bless you, the day Orisha will bless you, you won't know, because they works in a very strange way. You cannot forecast the day you'll be blessed. Yeah, every Orisha has their own Oriki. This is Oriki for Egbe. Egbe is one of the Yoruba Orisha, one of the Orisha. Egbe. Yálóde owó làbí o, òrìṣà tá a bá ṣe tiẹ̀ kó sì ṣe tẹ́ni. Ìyá ará òde epo, ọ̀rẹ́gẹ́ ará òde ọ̀fà. Afẹ̀rínkò níjà lójú ará òde òró. Lóòrò nílé Yálóde bèrè ní bọ́ tí ó bá wọ̀rọ̀ mi yẹ̀wò bí Olódùmarè. Ẹni à ń bá ṣeré ó sí láyé mọ́. Olúmọ̀mí ń bẹ lóde ọ̀run, abogi tí ń jágún rege. Ìbò dáṣọ bí ẹ̀kú, ẹni tẹ́ran wù yóò ṣòwò ẹ̀jẹ̀. Wá bá mi ṣe ń wò yóò lè dá ṣe, ó fi dórí oníkálukú. Wọ́n ń bẹ lọ́jà àwọn apàtẹ aṣọ ìyá oníkálukú, wọ́n ń bẹ lọ́jà àwọn apàtẹ ẹlẹ̀kẹ̀. Owó làbí ajé ìgbé, ìyá mi ń bẹ lórí òsè tí ń patẹ ọmọ, abogi tí ń jágún rege. Ìbò dáṣọ bí ẹ̀kú, ẹni tẹ́ran wù yóò ṣòwò ẹ̀jẹ̀. Ìyálóde òṣè ni, èṣù òṣè ni, òrìṣà tí ṣe ni ká tó mọ̀ sìn. Má ṣe mí, n ò lẹ́nìkan.
Gostou da palestra? Se você chegou até aqui, provavelmente sim. Sou Samuel Souza de Paula, idealizador do XamasConet, Congresso Internacional de Xamanismo na internet, e autor do livro Práticas Bioxamânicas, Despertar das Capacidades Interiores. E é uma alegria saber que está prestigiando este evento onde grandes condutores xamânicos compartilham as melhores práticas para o reconhecimento do seu poder pessoal, manter melhores relacionamentos, desenvolver sua espiritualidade e ampliar sua consciência com dicas, jornadas, segredos e um conteúdo imperdível. Deseja apoiar e se beneficiar ainda mais com esse projeto? Acesse ao site XamasConet.com.br e informe-se, que as melhores energias cheguem até você. Arro, Mantaku Yoyasi, por todas as nossas relações.